So my name is Asha Moore-Smith, and I am an artist and a multimedia journalist. So I thought it would be so special to do this Waging Peace interview here in the Damu Smith room at Greenpeace. My dad worked for Greenpeace for several years. Actually, they used to call it the Damu Smith War Room. It's so funny because, again, he was a peace and justice activist, but it's like he fought, always protesting, always organizing, always making sure that people, especially the most marginalized people, were, being spoken up for. So that's why they called it the Damu Smith War Room, because he was in that office making conference calls and copying flyers for rallies and events and different things, and he just never stopped. He never stopped. And you know what it was? It was because he loved people. That's waging peace. That's what he taught me about waging peace. To wage peace is to love people. And that's what drove him, is love. At the same time, he did not take care of his own health. He did not make sure that he was getting regular checkups to get checked for colon cancer, because early detection is key. And I'm not blaming him, because I love my dad and I know why he did what he did. But it can be a detriment sometimes when you are completely ignoring your health. Because then, now my dad is not here anymore. And I could have it would have been such a wonderful thing to have him in my life. Gosh, I wish I could just give him a hug right now. I wish I could just, sometimes I wish I could just visit him. It's very, very important that we take care of ourselves. We engage in self-care, because self-care is selfless. It's not selfish. Because I'm not the only one who misses him. There's so many people who love and miss him. And even I've talked to some people who say, like, we've never been able to replace Damu. Rest. The world can wait. They'll be okay. I know this is a cliche that people say all the time, but you can't pour from an empty cup. You have to make sure that your cup is full in order to pour into other people. So that's what I'm learning, especially in this stage of my life. People pleasing doesn't help myself, and it actually doesn't help other people, because you'll find that when you do show up in places where you're doing it because you're people pleasing, the energy will show. I'll be, tired, falling asleep. I'm restless. My mind is all over the place. I mean, my whole body will be sore, especially if I don't get a good night's sleep. Especially, like, I cannot afford to not get at least 8 hours of sleep. I've never been like the team no sleep person, where people feel like they have to forfeit their sleep or forfeit their rest completely just to please others. I've never been that person, but I have been the person that's like, okay, if I don't show up for this person in this way at this time, like, will they still love me? Will they still like me? So, and that's not good. Because they will still love me. I think it comes from, probably being bullied as a child and wanting to be liked, right? It's like a survival thing, being a Black girl, experiencing bullying and people talking about your hair and the texture of your hair, not seeing myself represented as a young Black girl in mainstream media definitely affected my not always feeling enough. And then I also just think not feeling like I wasn't enough felt like me not knowing who I was. So it took a lot of prayer, going to therapy. You'll start to learn more of who you are and your value. No matter what's happening around us, it's like our birthright is peace. Number one, making sure that I start my day in prayer. And then making sure that I'm not rushing. Because when you rush, you leave stuff and then your heart is elevated and, so just be still. Like sometimes I just sit up in the bed and just like, don't say anything. Definitely don't look at anything on my phone. Just be still, just sit. Just sit, just like that, eyes closed, just like that, for a few minutes until I'm ready to open my eyes back up. Getting up, your body is so tense because you're in this, well, you're kind of in the same position throughout the night unless you're a wild sleeper. But, your body needs to, be reacclimated to your surroundings when you first get up. So I think that when I'm able to get up and stretch and kind of move my neck around like this and roll my shoulders back and even get in the shower and have the hot water, loosen things up, that I think that I move a lot better throughout the day, being able to do that, and that will ensure that it is a peaceful day.